What up, fish people? Kenny E with Etiquette Aquatics. Welcome to another Sunday night of shenanigans. Of course, my wife, Danny, right beside me. Let me run through the hellos. Looks like Dennis was in first this evening. Then it was our new channel, ASE, me, Chattanooga Ed, and Skipper's new channel. That will be where we'll be streaming from here on out on Friday nights. If you enjoy our Friday night stream, this is your opportunity to go subscribe to that channel, and you'll be able to keep up with us over there. All right, Richard Reynolds, how are you, sir? Bunny Viper, good to see you. Sky Dancer, always good to see you. Dennis Christensen, welcome. Chris Aquazone, how are you? Miss Hallie, good to see you. Whip, you're staying up late tonight, brother. Good to see you. So anyway, we've been
Chris
kind of
from
busy.
Aquazone, hello. And Richard Reynolds, hello.
Carol Cox. And I said hello to all of them, so you know.
I didn't hear that.
Except for Carol. I miss Carol. Miss Dee Dee, hello.
An aquatic moose, hello. And Peplin, hi.
What's up, Pep? Good to see
And
you, buddy.
Chris Biggs, hello.
Mr. Biggs, how are you, man?
Michael Shaw from the UK. And the guy who still lives there with you.
What's going on, Miss Nona? Good to see you. Mindy K, always a pleasure. She was on our Friday night stream for the first time. It's the first time she found all of us. So good to see you again,
Oh.
Mindy. Nice
Fun,
to see
fun.
you.
She said, "Skull, Kenny."
Skull! Yeah, that's right. She's a Vikings fan too. So I'm starting to build a little Vike army in this here chat nowadays. Got Travis, got her, got.
But I'll bet Chattanooga's got a bunch of fans due to them winning the Super Bowl.
He's
this
buying
year.
his fans.
I don't think so.
He's buying his fans. Although we're not talking football. It's Friday or Thursday.
That's right. Vinoski, hello.
That boy's been dropping some shorts lately. I've been watching him.
That's
Good to
good.
see you, Vanowski.
And Sketty Nonya.
Nona.
Shane's Tanks and Bowls.
What up, Shane?
And Foxy's Fishies. Roxanne, hello. Yeah, I've been drooling over all your little axolotls. They're so cute.
Well, Mr. Chris, I just got done doing video number 1 of another tour. Haven't done one in about a year and a half, so I figure it's time because I've acquired more things again. So
And changed some of our stuff.
we've been changing a lot of stuff
unloaded
around.
several
Shane
different species.
thanks for becoming a member. We appreciate that.
And Byron, hello.
I do a member stream every Saturday, Shane, at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. So
Byron says, "Good evening, all. No replay crew from me this week."
yeah, Chris, I've been scared to do a video on my own after this guy I know comes and does this like movie of my house. My videos are gonna feel a little subpar from here forward. Miss Sage, what's going on, sister? Scotty Aquati, welcome. But yeah, we've been doing that. I worked most of the day trying to get. Everybody's been asking for Daniken shirts again, so I'm trying to get that figured out for you guys. Yeah, if you look at Danny's shirt, they want me to make it basically half. Stand up for a second, Danny, and show them your logo, the picture. They want that picture half the size. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't think that would be a very cool shirt anymore if it's like a little bitty logo on the front. But we are working on it. They're still cool on the back. They still will say "Love your fish," but we're going to work on that. I'm got another source other than the one I'm using now. That is another online. So what?
Chris Biggs, how about some Daniken thongs?
Woo! Where you too can cover your butt with a thong.
Well, Ken, you're the only person I know that a thong actually covers your butt.
Chris, I meant to ask you the other day when I saw you, will you be attending the Catfish ACA combo this year in Madison, Wisconsin? I'm assuming you will be because that's real close to your house, right? I will be attending that myself. I'm not going to be there the whole time. I'm going to jet in probably Friday night, might stay for a little bit. It depends if my dad wants to come down and join me for the weekend of festivities.
Somebody says, Danny, we need to see some pics of Kenny with long hair. It's sitting right next to you, isn't it? It used to be on that shelf. There it is.
I was just a mere 18-year-old buck in that picture, getting ready to head off. This was right before I headed off for the United States Marine Corps, and that was the end of the long hair. Never have had it since.
So Chris will be there, but the event starts on Wednesday, and he's going to show up on Friday. It'll be
that's when I'll be there, Chris. I'm not going to be there till probably Friday, late Friday at that. I'm going
to. Bunny Viper says, "Wow, that's a lot of hair."
It was easy to care for. Wash my hair in the morning, hold it upside down, double rave it, baby, and I was ready.
No, now Lisa and Jay saying Aquanet Kenny.
Oh yeah, Aquanet. That's what I was using. The extra firm Aquanet. And if I was headed for a rock concert, then I flipped on the old zebra stripe spandex and I headed out the door. You have to be a man to be caught in public in zebra stripe spandex, let me tell you. But what was embarrassing when you had long hair back like that, once in a while guys would just see the long hair, me going, I had a skinny figure, obviously, and I do the cat call whistles. I mean, I'd turn around and flip them off, but George RB3, what's going on?
So Bunny Viper said, Dee Dee, he did look like Rod. Hilarious. You kind of did look like Rod Stewart. What?
I was going for George Lynch from Docket. And everybody thinks I look like Rod Stewart.
Lisa and Jay says, I think I've seen Kenny at some concerts.
You might have. Me and my buddy went to a lot of them, Lisa. I went to some concerts I think I even hit one in me and my Marine buddy. Well, you wouldn't have recognized me then. I was a Marine by then, so my hair was all gone. But
Westworld said I had the hair and the spandex. The 80s were a magical time.
Yes, they were.
Funny Viper says, I think I've seen him in my nightmares. And Byron says he looked like Ozzy to me.
Oh. Well, at least that's a step up from Rod Stewart. Anyway. Good Lord. Oh,
Bunny
Lord.
Viper says, Whip, the 80s were the best. I was born in 1970.
I'm a 68 baby myself.
We won't go there. I'm older than Kenny.
Fantastic fishes. What's going on, baby?
Richard Reynolds said I had parachute pants. So did
I forgot about those. Oh, those were the days, though.
Big says Dawkins is as in the same tour we were in years ago.
No. Dawkins just didn't die, baby. But nowadays, I don't think George is with him. He hired some other has-been to be with him now.
Skipper says the 80s were a magical or was a magical time. I was born in 82.
Oh God, you missed it, buddy. You were still in diapers. You missed the show, bub. That was back in the days when we'd have to walk 22 miles to get to school in a snowstorm, and
Don Dawkins should have retired 2 decades ago. That's what Chris says.
yeah, I watched his latest stuff, and his voice is going, man. He should just hang it up.
Freaky Fish Lady, yes. Bell bottoms and halter tops.
Yep. No, Freaky Fish Lady. My love back then were the mini skirts and the halter tops. Because you ladies wore them very high in the 80s.
That's so funny. Mindy says that her husband is a 68 baby and he had big rocker hair also. He was in a rock band that traveled a little. Big hair and spandex pants.
Yeah. That's what I did for, let's see, that would have been sophomore and junior year. I would play with people, playing band.
Dennis Christensen said, I had to walk a quarter mile to school.
What's going on, Atkins? Good to see you.
Both ways.
Good to see you, Ian.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Lisa and Jay, my love was flannels, t-shirts, and jeans with unlaced work boots.
Not me, Lisa. What I had is I had myself color coordinated. I had 5 of these same kind of little mini high top shoes there. I don't remember who the maker was. It was like a dress shoe almost. And if I was wearing my red wife beater, I had my red shoes on along with whatever I had for bottoms. If it was a concert, it was some spandex. If it was something else, and then I had black, gray, yellow, and bright white.
Oh my god.
And of course I had, that's why if you notice my one ear is lower than the other is because I wore that, half-pound freaking either a skull or a big old cross hanging from my ear too. Kind of let that, I think I could probably stick a whole earring through it still actually, but.
Richard Reynolds says, my first concert was Heart in 1980. They were my first concert too. No, I take that back. They weren't. I'm trying to remember the name of the band that I went to first.
She'll be going to
Rush.
one of her favorite bands this year.
No, we're not going to.
We are going.
Depeche
Are you kidding
Mode.
me? We're going to Depeche Mode, baby. You're getting in the miniskirt. You're teasing your hair. We're going. See if we could revisit some fishnet stocking days, baby.
Freaky Fish Lady. We rode our horse to where the bus would pick us up. What'd you do with your horse?
Well, if this was she was a kid. Hello. I know horses last a long time, but I don't think they last forever, do they?
So, Bunny Viper says, my first concert was Madonna's Like a Virgin tour. I loved that. Oh my gosh, that's
Who
great.
was my first? God, that was an eternity ago.
Yeah, mine was Rush.
Who was mine? I want to say it was either AC/DC, Armored Saint together, or it was AC/DC and was it Sammy Hagar that year? I can't remember. I've seen AC/DC like 15 to 20 times.
Bunny Viper says, Kenny, if she won't go, I'll go to Depeche Mode with you. Loved them. No, I absolutely loved Depeche Mode. I was a waiver girl.
Danny has, it's like once she hit 55, Danny became a strict penny pitcher unless somebody mentions to her at a fish meeting that they got super whites for sale. Then she does. It's coming out of her pockets faster than she can go. And then she realized, oh, I don't have the money. Kenny. Yeah, that transaction ended up costing me too much. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. Alex, the secret history is in the house. What's going on, brother? It was good to talk to you yesterday. Lumpy Dog. Good to see you, brother. I was definitely crushing on Stevie Mac back in the day, Whip. She was like one of the hotties that was coming up back in our day. It was like her and Pat Benatar, baby.
Hello, Owlet Socks.
What's going on, Al? Rough Riders, baby.
How did we even get on this subject? Oh yeah, somebody asked to see your long hair.
You know we listen. If you are a true fish fanatic, we are fish people. We really are. We'll answer fish questions. We know a thing or two about fish, but our streams tend to go off subject a little bit, which we don't care. We just come in here to engage with our community and have a good time. That's what our. If you want fish info or you want to look at our tanks, I do a lot of shorts and a lot of update videos and that type of thing. So, and we occasionally get on subject and stay on fish once in a great while. Aquatic Moose, what's going on, brother?
DJ Kenny E in the morning. Byron says, what? No love for Lita Ford?
Oh, I like Lita too, yes. And Vixen.
Mm-hmm. Alex says, I can't buy a super chatter. They turned off accidentally.
What?
I don't know. What'd you do to us, Kenny?
I don't know. Don't know how I would have done that. I don't know, Alex. I can do it. Let me test it. I'll send one on myself to make sure it's working. $2.
Lady R, hello.
$2 make ya holla. Bye. See if it shows up. Well, it took my money. Yep, it's working, Alex. I don't know what's going on your end. Remember,
I'm not seeing it in this StreamYard, but I can see it over in the.
It's showing up on StreamYard at my end.
Oh, I'm not seeing it on StreamYard.
Guys, I wasn't meaning y'all had to super chat. Alex said something. I appreciate you guys. Skipper, of course, coming in with the poop.
Poop poop.
And then, more importantly, Miss Lisa NJ has been a member now for 24 months.
Wow.
Yeah, she was one of the, I think it was her, Peplin. I'm trying to remember who else was the first ones. Jason with Redfish, Bluefish. Stephanie with I Hate Stupid People.
Oh, there we go. Okay. And
there's Fantastic
Freaks with the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Lisa and Jay. Oh, shiznit. 2 years already?
We appreciate you guys. We really do. That little bit buys a lot of food, or it might pay for a quarter of the electric bill. I mean, it comes in
quarter of the electric bill.
Here is $9.98 for Danny. Oh, you.
What?
He said, you don't see it. He says he gave us $10.01. He goes, "This is $9.98 for Danny, and you can have the rest."
And you can have my 2 cents.
We appreciate funny. You, Alex. That's funny. Lady R, what's going on?
So Shane's Tanks and Bull says, Bunny, it's working. Bought 2 more tarantulas today. or terrariums today for the Crested Gecko Project.
Man, you started making my skin crawl. I mean, I know there's people out there like there's a man in chat. I don't know if he's still here. Chris Biggs likes all those creepy crawlies, man. He has spiders and all kinds of
Fox,
stuff.
who's a member for 23 months, is giving us the live long and prosper sign.
Yes. Well, hold on. I did it wrong.
What did you do wrong?
First, I went up like this, and that's not it. It's that one. Mickey M., what's going on, brother?
So D Mojo says Stevie Nicks and Lindsay Buckingham made a album before Fleetwood Mac. It was out of this world.
Oh, Miss Carol Cox has been a member for 23 months, so next month she'll be celebrating her 2-year birthday. Thank you so much, Carol. And we got to meet Miss Carol at Fishtoberfest, which was awesome.
That is so true. I wish she could have spent some time over here.
Well, you should have just took off for the day and brought her over here and spent the afternoon with her. Next time you come, Carol, you better just stay with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Same thing with Barbara Jackson if she's in here.
Too fun.
There is going to be a Fishtoberfest this year. They're still ironing out the details and stuff, but it is definitely going to happen. I do apologize. This year, the board's taking their time trying to figure it out, what they want to do. So, and the new president, Ryan Mackey, will be taking over, and I'll gladly hand him the reins. I'm excited about Fishtoberfest because this year I can actually have the time for anybody that makes it here to hang out with you. Observed a white cloud laying eggs for the first time last night. Went to get a turkey baster and she was floating still with no eye. What? So one of the other fish must have got went at her when she was laying the eggs. That's too bad. Lady R. You make it down here to visit us, Lady R. You'll like the price.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I got an idea. Yeah, you come here. It's 3 water changes, baby. Alien World, what's going on, brother?
Skipper.
Skipper,
Good night.
You have a great time. He's heading out tomorrow morning for a cruise. I think it's the
That'll
Bahamas.
be fun.
Yeah, he's going to get to go soak up a bunch of sun and all the drinks he can drink and all the food he can eat.
Oh, and if you are interested in watching how the caves, the Pleco caves are made, check out Craft Ed, this last Thursday night's episode. Ed made some Pleco condos and I made some Pleco caves.
And there's the finished product.
Yep.
The one thing we weren't expecting, I mean, these are basically made, they're lead-free, food safe. They've already been glazed, so they're not going to leach anything into your tank. But we are letting these go for $8, and she pre-sold ordered already, I think, how many was it? Did we figure 50 or 40 something? Mm-hmm. So really cool. I basically almost sold her completely out of them at the last swap, but if anybody on the channel would like some of these, they're very good, high quality, and everyone I can say is a one of a kind because she's not using any kind of tool to make these engravings. She's doing it by hand, so they're one of a kind.
Well, I use an impression tool, but I do it manually.
There's no
Everyone's
way
different.
Yeah, they're all going to be different,
and they're a little bit different sizes.
And she has small, medium, or large. So
Luke Wayne is trying to finish up reconfiguration of his fish room before he heads to Boston. But he's lurking.
And of course, you guys know Mr. Luke Wang is the vice president of the Sacramento Aquarium Society, and they're going to be doing a little shindig, as they call it, on June 3rd and 4th. And their main headline is Sunday. They are having Joey, the king of DIY, there to speak. And that's also going to be the day of their ginormous auction. So if you're looking to get some steals and deals on some fish, you're probably going to want to be there June 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
Now, for any of those that are in the Pacific Northwest, if you're in Portland, it's only about an 8-hour drive, and I've already checked on airfare. It's less than $200 to get round trip to there, so you know.
Hello, Jess.
It'll cost you $200 for the
Aquatic
airfare, and
Morning
it's probably going to cost you $1,000 for a rental car for 2 days, the way it is.
Show.
So maybe it might be worth going down with our truck. I want to take our truck so that way I'm not limited in how much I can bring back.
I love it. Come to the Findig, June 3rd and 4th.
That reminds me, I meant to. He sent me the flyer.
Roxy says, we'd like 30 caves, Danny.
We already got your order in, Miss Roxy. Peplin beat you to it.
And Monster Fish Gal says, want Pleco Caves? Email Danikin Aquatics. She gave out our email address.
Well, thank you. And the other thing I could have done to help that situation is, and while I've got that up, if you're new to Danikin Aquatics and haven't been able to acquire any of our stickers yet, if you send us an email with your address, Danny and I will be glad to send you out some stickers. And so you know, that is not limited to the U.S. We send stickers overseas all the time. So if you're one of our followers from another country, we'll send you stickers as well.
So Luke says if you mod him, he'll repost the link because he's sure it'll go away momentarily.
Okay. Luke, if you better behave if I make you a mod, boy. But I trust you. You and me are kind of buddies most of the time. I'm teasing, brother. Hold on, I got to get in there.
Barbara Jackson says, nice. I'll have to drive up there to Sacramento. It's about 2.5 to 3 hours from us.
Yes, we're going to see you again, Barbara.
That
And I'm
would be
not in
awesome.
charge of this event, so I got to have fun with you. Okay, where did Mr.
Stephen P.
Wayne
says,
go?
is there a cave that
Oh my God, I
discourages
didn't.
breeding?
Hold on. Add as moderator. There we go. All right, Luke, you should be blue now.
Yes, Stephen P. It's a cave with 2 open ends.
Who said that?
He said, is there a cave that discourages breeding? And I said, it's a cave with 2 open ends.
And Danny she's already had somebody request that too. Danny is down the road going to be doing logs if you do have cichlids or anything.
Or this one, ghost knife is what.
Well, she came to me and said, do you think this would be cool for our channel? She goes, because I really haven't. What y'all are doing is you're making it so she gets her other hobby backfired up, and she gets her gets to get her pottery on, which is one of her favorite things to do.
Yeah.
And she's also been talking to me about getting the rocks going again too. She has all the stuff to make beautiful polished rocks as well. Now, I don't necessarily know those would be good for your fish tank, but they're more jewelry type rock stuff that she does. But she's got many talents, this wife of mine. So Luke Wang dropped a link to the event page if you guys want to are in the Sacramento area or thinking you may want to attend. Now, California is a beautiful little area too. The Sacramento's not quite the ocean, but it's still beautiful there. And Luke, I am not up to date on who your flyer. And I was thinking because I was going to try to educate myself, but you put for Saturday 5 renowned speakers. I was wondering if you have that speaker list, and you could more than welcome to post that in the chat as well.
Lisa and Jay says, getting back into acrylic painting myself. I love acrylic painting. Not as good at it. I do better on small objects. I don't do big acrylic.
Well, Danny's been on it lately. She's Pokemon'd every day this week, but also has done the whole entire upstairs with the exception she never does that tank because that's my tank, and she just freaks out even messing with it. But with the
I can't
exception of
reach it. I'm too short.
yeah, I forgot about that too. Well, so with the exception of the 2 garage tanks, she did all the tanks upstairs, and she did the discus tank. She did the entire new studio. Speaking of which, before next week, I got a chair. You got a chair. I think next week. Remind me next Sunday to play with that that mic, and we'll go live from in there together and see.
Okay. See how
I'd like
that
to
goes.
try that out. I might do like a test, go on somebody's stream with it. That's the only part I got to figure out how we're going to do. It's great when it's just you and me, but when we have a guest, how maybe we'll both have to just plug in for those days or something, I guess.
Well, thank you guys. Danny's truly inspirational.
All right, there you go, guys. Speakers include Dick A. Pam Chin, which if you came to Fishtoberfest, she puts on a heck of a presentation. Oh, it jumped on me. Dang it.
Here, let me help you out.
There we go. Jerry Lysick, Eric Lucas, and Chuck Rambo. So there's their Saturday lineup. And like I said, the main headliner is Joey on Sunday. So if you want a good weekend, I'm looking forward. The only thing I'm looking forward to for Sunday is the auction, because there are some incredible breeders in that club down there. So I'm anxiously awaiting that.
So Aquatic Moose says dolphins are my favorite live bearer.
So now I'm going to make Alex go with me to that event. That's going to be an interesting event.
Which one? The one downstairs?
The Findig, yeah.
Oh, Findig. Okay.
Maybe we'll get him to ride down with us. I know Shanna's talking about she's going to want to go, and I'm sure Roland's going to try to grab a seat too. So
we'll have a full track.
Yep.
Here come the Edwardses.
Yep. Ooh, he says there's an auction on Saturday night too. So if I fill up the truck Saturday night, we might be able to leave Saturday night, come back, and be home on Sunday by our stream.
Fun.
I don't know though. I want.
Hello.
Miss Susan, how are you, dear? Good to see you. I was excited. I got to see Susan not once, but twice this week. I got to hit both of her streams. That was awesome. Because I happened that day that I got iced in from work, she went live, and then I got to see her again. Was that yesterday, Susan? My whole day is just bleeding together now. But I got to see Mom twice this week.
So Aquatic Moose says, my favorite live bearer is the Tequila Gudea. Not too flashy, but super personable and friendly. Always checking me out and goofing around. Those are the fun fish.
Well, that's kind of Luke. He says, Kenny, if you want to, you're welcome to fire up a stream at my place.
There you go.
Oh, he's got from what I hear, a pretty cool fish room. How close are you and Travis, Luke? Isn't Travis like way out in the boonies where I probably should bring a gun if I'm going to go?
Whatever.
Hey, I don't go out in the boondocks anymore without a weapon. You and Kimberly Holtz taught me you don't leave town without it anymore.
Byron, you're so funny. He goes, Danny's Dandy Caves and Mackey's Magic Mushrooms. Welcome to the Greater Portland Aquarium Society Club. And Alex says, I like San Marco Gudeans.
San Marco are similar to ours.
Luke says it's a 3-hour drive.
Oh, yeah, pass, because I know what activities usually happen at those arenas, so I don't think I'll be in the mood to drive 3 hours.
Aquatic Moose, that's exactly the kind of Gudea I have. They're so pretty. The little rainbow bodies.
Yeah, we have the Xenotoca droidii as well, but ours are from Azteca, Mexico.
And yeah, we actually have a collection point for them, and they are breeding like crazy. That whole tank is just filled with babies.
And I I can never seem to catch them while they're doing their dance. I'm going to get a short or something out of them. If I got to sit down there for half a day, I will. Because I don't think there's anything prettier when those things are showing off for their ladies. Fish and Shrimp by Rich. Welcome to the stream.
Alex says, Danny, please sell me some. You can have as many as you want, Alex. I'll give you some. I promise.
And all the guys that are in this club probably know what we're speaking of, so we'll leave it at that. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I'll need to take some up with me when I go meet up with Alex and give him a bunch of good. I'll exchange a bag of good diggings.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. I know what you're talking about, Aquatic Moose. It is.
So, Bunny Viper, yes, you can have a cave, and just email Kenny. So you can totally have a cave. Yeah. So, throw our email back up there, Kenny.
Oh.
There you go. Daniken.aquatics@gmail.com.
And if you guys get a chance and need anything, LRB is starting to get his, and I am not paid by LRB to do this. That's just how much I love the guy, all right? He is starting to get stock finally. I think he has some shrimp up there. He's always got plants and whatnot. And I think with the move and all the cost involved, he could use some love. If you guys are looking for anything, please stop here first. See my boy Lucas.
So Byron wants to know if you've tried playing Barry White in the room when you're not there.
For me?
To get the fish to breed?
Oh, this house lately, I don't think we need to worry about that. They're all breeding. The ones that are able to breed, I've been breeding. I put it that way.
Anal plebs.
And the Congo tetras, now I'm wondering if we should be putting them in their own tank because we've got 2 females filling up with eggs, and one of which is getting sick because she hasn't released them. So Congos are weird, man. They will not blast those eggs if there's other fish in the tank. And she needs to do some blasting.
So I was trying to look up the anablebs. I put plebs, not blebs. Anablebs.
Yeah, we also have the humpback linea moose. But those, I don't think we'll have them much longer. Danny's on me every time she sees them. I thought you had gotten rid of these because what I do is I trick her. I get rid of all the adults and I keep my little babies around, and then the babies grow out. She don't see them when I first get rid of everybody, and they'll be kind of hanging out in the weeds where she can't see them. Then they get to be adults again. She's like, ah.
The anablebs are super cool. Those are the 4-eyed fish.
Yeah, I like those.
Those are super, super nice.
Well, maybe when the last of the mud skippers, well, they don't do salt water either, though, do they?
What?
Those,
I don't know.
I have to check it out. It'd be nice if, I think they might be brackish. If that's the case, that might be the perfect fit for what I need.
They're a live bear, and they get pretty large, though.
Well, if they're live bear, I doubt they're brackish.
I don't know. Doesn't say anything being about brackish.
What's up, Silver Creek? Good to see you, brother.
They're such pretty little fish, though.
I will do that for you, Miss Susan. I've got the thing in my phone. As soon as I got a flyer for Fishtoberfest, I'll send that to you as well. Now, if you guys don't know, Miss Susan takes the time out of her day every month and does a monthly newsletter, which is very good. She tells you about all the upcoming events and what some fish tubers are doing and whatnot. If somebody could post Susan's channel, that would be awesome.
Legacy Hobbyist, hello. And Mickey M says brackish or fresh, if I remember correctly. Correct.
If I could get some,
Adaptable, I guess.
well, if I could get, I got a very light salinity in there, but I have to keep some salt in that tank because of the mangroves.
George said his wife gave him permission to go to the Sacramento thing.
But I'm actually considering putting the mangroves. We've got an extra big pot, and I'm thinking about putting my mangroves in that and just I'll feed them salt water. Let them get outside this summer and see how tall I can really get them. Although,
and then you won't have any place to put them when they come back in.
Well, I don't think we get that cold where it would kill them. This week might have, but.
So Aquatic Moose says, hey, my white mangroves have no salt and they're thriving.
Really? I wonder if I could slowly convert these. I would love it if I could convert these mangroves I have to fresh. The reason I say that then, because the mud skippers are getting pretty old now. I don't think they live much past 5 to 6 years old. So when the last one is gone, I think I'm not going to do those again. I might down the road, but I'd really like to make a cool paludarium looking thing use that one for the crabs that are downstairs. And I'd like to get my wife an actual paludarium for her other crabs up here.
Yeah.
And put it in her office there somewhere because we're going to be clearing out real estate in there. So that table that's sitting the 75's on, I mean, you can't see it at this angle, but that thing has to be done like, and I know you guys have heard us for 2 years talk about it, but we're actually starting to get things done now.
True.
Yeah, I don't want to kill them. So I might end up having to just pull them from that, put them in their own pot. I mean, worst case, I'll leave them inside till they grow to the ceiling. Then I have to figure out what I'm going to do next. I could do some DIY and cut a hole in the ceiling downstairs and then a hole in the roof up here and then have them go up into the attic with a big, powerful light. That'd be. So when you come to the Daniken house, there'll be a big red mangrove trunk going through the whole house. Well, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Have you seen mangrove roots?
Why?
Because I would imagine that you would want to take some pictures of mangroves or Google it real quick. So Luke Wing says my red one is fine and full fresh in the 50, but it sprouted in that tank. Thank you, Monster Fish Gal. So they're posting away.
She always does. That's why I love me. So Miss Lori.
Oh, Nathan Hovey says, so I said screw it and changed my substrate, and I only took out half of the old stuff in hopes I saved some of the fertilizer I had in it, but if not, oh well. Also, by doing so, it took 1 bag of pea gravel. Yeah, I use little tiny chunks of lava rock under my substrate. The only problem is that when I pull up a plant, sometimes the roots have grown into the lava rock and then the little lava rocks come up with it.
What she means is when Ken's not doing stuff softly when it's time to collect for a swap day.
No, you haven't been too bad about it. Mickey M says, crabs doing okay, Kenny?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Although we lost one this morning. I was down there and there was one that had died, but I don't know how long those things last.
Are you sure it died or was it?
No, it was the actual crab.
Aw.
because when I squished them,
I
little
don't know how
guts.
long they laugh because when you squished it.
Yeah, I went like this, and little guts went everywhere. So it was
Ken!
actually fun.
Oh! Aquatic Moose says,
I
yes,
see
Danny,
it.
same. Lava rock in the substrate is cheat code level 1000.
Okay, do I even want to know what that's about? Oh, there's a
Passing Wind is the
Oh,
name of one of our people in the chat.
welcome, Passing Wind. Thank you for being on it, Lori. I thought you were just telling us you had gas. That's what I thought you were.
Lady R says, I'm so envious of those vampire crabs of yours at Daniken Aquatics. I definitely need to make a future project. They're so much fun.
They are, and they. You just got the only thing we can stress to you: make sure you have a very tight fitting lid, and you may want to put a couple rocks on top of it because pound for pound, those little guys can lift some weight to get out of tanks, man.
Stephen P says poor crab was just a deep sleeper.
No, he was good and dead, Stephen P. He was definitely a goner.
That's so funny. Just a deep sleeper. Poor thing. You're making me want to cry by saying that, Steven. Oh.
Yes, most of the tiny critters in this house are Danny's,
Yeah.
with the exception of shrimp. She got us started on shrimp, and then I kind of got the bug, and
he
we went
completely took over.
Yeah, I'll admit I got a problem with him.
So true.
The only Neos I don't have yet that I want are those super cool. I think they call them a snowball, the real solid, bright white ones. And then that's it. I think unfortunately I've gotten all the others.
Oh.
When you're
Poor
reading
little
something
people.
like that, do this so people know what you're saying.
Well, this was like shocking and sad. The demise of the little baby guppy.
Oh, wow.
Did I do that wrong?
Oh, you did it right.
See, I'm thinking paludarium is what I want to do. I really want, I know they're a little expensive, but I would like to just get a couple of.
She loved George's, that George kept his mud skippers in. I don't know if George still has them or not at Aqua Balls. His mud skippers were funny. He'd open that paludarium door and they'd jump out at him.
Okay, Nathan Hovey. So who has used the co-op root tabs and the API brand before? What one did you like better? So I like the Flourish. I did use the Aquarium Co-op root tabs. If you don't poke a hole in them and kind of squeeze out the air in there, they tend to float right out of the substrate and just bob at the top of the tank. The other thing I had happen with the Aquarium Co-op root tabs is the Coreodoras dug them up and nibbled off the outer coating of the root tabs.
My guess is Silver Creek, you probably have, if they're orange, yellows, and red, they're most likely Neos.
Yeah. Neocaridina. Yeah, Monster Fish Gal says she uses the Flourish root tabs as well. Aw, Bunny, I'm sorry to hear that. About the poor little guys getting crushed and shipping. Luke Wang says none of the other tabs are technically speaking, they're capsules if you're being cheeky. That's true. That's true. But I've used these things. I've put them in underneath my plant, and they slowly dissolve. And one time I was redoing some substrate and like pulled one up that was still partially together like 4 months later.
So Fish and Shrimp by Rich. If you want to email me at that, I'll get. Depending on where you live, I mean, we're still in the 30s, so I'm not probably going to fire up shipping for another couple weeks yet until I start seeing 40s, close to 40 as nighttime temps here in the Midwest or wherever you're at. It's just I want to make sure they make it to you with no issue. But I ship all over the country.
What are you going to be shipping?
He was asking about Vienna guppies.
Oh, yeah. See, Atkins, Ian at Atkins Nature Aquarium says, I'm using Nylock G capsules, working good for me. Nathan Hovey says, oh, wow, I've never had one float up on me. I do squeeze it under the substrate, though. I'll give those others you have a try. Thanks, y'all. You're welcome.
Danny, for a while there, was making her own capsules, too, for a while.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I always try things once. Hey, I can make that. Oh, good. So Aquatic Moose says, you can see the paludarium build in my shorts, the beta koi pond paludarium, etc. Easy, and the plants took over in about a month. Very cool. Yeah, I want to get the paludarium with the mister thing in it. So I want a paludarium. One of those really nice ones with the doors that open. So Susan says, I use the Aquarium Co-op route tabs and I have used the APIs. Both are about the same, she says. Yeah. I think that's what brand these are. Yeah, Seachem Flourish tabs. So Ian says the DIY has Osmocote tabs, Danny. LOL. I did that too. Yeah, don't do that. So Lady R says, OMG, that paludarium is amazing, Aquatic Moose. And Ian saying, I highly do not recommend that.
So Danny, while we're thinking about it, we should shout out our members. We haven't done that. I mean to do that every week, and I end up forgetting. So I want to make sure we do that this week.
Okay.
Shane's Takes and Bowls. You are one of our members now, so congrats. The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. Mr. Alex, thank you so much. Boots Cats, thank you. Bunny Viper Aquatics, thank you much. Lady Rorschach, thank you much. Craig's Catfish Caves, Mystery Snail Guardians, Ricky De La Hoyas, and Roland Holtz, Nathan Hovey, Only the Oscars, Chattanooga, Foxy's Fishes, Stephanie Dominguez, Bateson Genetics, Teas, Hobbies and Things. That's a guy I haven't seen in a while. I got to find out what's going on with Anthony. Mary Page Flynn, which is another MIA we can't wait to see again. Susan Moore Guppies, Alexander Englehart, Chris Aquazone, The Garden Eater, Window Liquor number 5, Lonnie, a.k.a. Looney Tunes. Every time I say Window Liquor, you lose it. Maria Z, Fantastic Freaks, Ginger Graves, Kelly Foreman, Melissa Jeswald, Eric Wyrock, Science Gal Fishing. I haven't seen her in a while either. I hope she's all right. Dee Dee's Fish Den, Stephen P. 2003, Mr. Rapid Extraordinaire, Hattie's Petite Tanks, Lisa NJ, S. That's another guy I haven't seen. I wonder how he's doing. Depths Unknown, Carrie Habercorn, Redfish Bluefish, Jay Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics, and Carol Cox. Jeff does what? For 24 months. And Peplin Creek Aquatics. I Hate Stupid People Tank Tribe. Thank you all so much for being members. We appreciate you.
Mickey M. Haley is doing a lot more TikTok stuff lately.
Miss Susan, thank you for coming in. You have a good night. Miss Brookley Bell, welcome to the stream. I think you've been here for a little bit, but I just saw you, so I'm saying hello.
So she's stuck at the mechanics. Her husband's yakking at the mechanics. She's been there for 2 hours.
Oh, my God.
So I told her, I'm sorry you're having to go through that.
Well, Brookley Bell, you might have to come out here and hang with Danny for a while. She'll show you what you do in those situations, because she'd be in there. What are we doing? I've been up there an hour and a half. Half hour, Pokemon will entertain. After that, I'm in trouble.
Aw, Bunny Viper, that's so sweet. Says, aw, I hate to see y'all go. Never long enough.
Oh, wow. Is it that time? It is.
It is. You got 3 minutes.
Oh, man.
But Brickley says he's a really good mechanic, and he's definitely a talker.
Well, if you're saving money.
She didn't say anything about saving money. It's just good mechanic. So
we'll head over to Griff's tonight. I think tonight we'll go hashtag Pleco Cave, since Danny announced her Pleco Caves tonight.
I didn't really announce them, other than if you want to see how they're made and the process, they're at least the beginning of the process, go to Chattanooga Ed's channel and check out his Thursday Night Crafted, because we did that together. It was really fun. And
then after Griffin, I guess Miss Pam Punchy Paints is going to go at 8 o'clock tonight. So you actually got a full lineup all night for a change tonight.
Passing Wind says, I love the cat ear headphones. Me too. All these bright lights and everything, and they make me smile.
She said the ones I wanted were going to be too obnoxious, so I didn't get them.
What ones did I say this about?
I'm not going to say it on the stream. You told me I can't misbehave on our stream.
Okay. All right.
Our Aquatic Universe, Mr. Mike. Good to see you. We're getting ready to head over to Mr. Griffin here in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
What?
Friday night after our stream, there was I came back to something we used to do all the time back in the 3-4 years ago. It's like an art that has went away, but we raided a smaller channel the other night when we got done. And I mean, the guys just were ecstatic about it. That's something I'd like to see the tubers to start doing again. When you're ending your stream, go out there and look for the smallest channel that's streaming and, rock their world. And
they did that. They had like 50 people show up in this guy's little stream.
Yeah, that dude, I'm telling you, yeah, he was excited. It was so much fun. That is something that I loved. And like I said, when I was coming up in YouTube, that was a regular occurrence. We just used to have a ball, man. And it does makes the smaller channel, gives them a little push, and everybody has fun.
Vicky M says, Kenny only misbehaving in other streams. LOL.
Oh, I've been known to misbehave now. It depends on what kind of stream we're in. Now, if it's a stream where they're cursing and swearing, yeah, I will adapt. That's the Marina me. Improvise. Adapt and overcome. That's what it is. Yes. Well, guys, we sure appreciate all of you. Like I said, thanks to all the moderators for keeping me safe. Thanks to all my super chatters and the members for helping us keep our electric on. And most
Yes.
importantly, and also don't forget the lurkers and replay. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
And then, of course, all of you that spent the last hour of your lives here with us. We greatly appreciate you.
Love y'all.
Yes, we do. So head on over to Mr. Skip, or Mr. I was thinking Skipper because he's going out of town. Head on over to Mr. Griff's. Show him a little love.
And remember to love your fish.
Yes, always love your fish. Hashtag Pleco Cave that I will do. Anyway, guys, as always, love your fish. This is Kenny E and Miss Danny. We're going to say goodbye for now. We'll see you all next week.